Thanks for coming to hang out with me. We today are going to talk about our favorite food. So I think you all tuned in to talk about your favorite foods. And the cool thing is I actually put it on Facebook, and I asked everybody what their favorite food is on Facebook, and a bunch of people wrote in. And so if you want to call in, I have it all set up. I hope it's going to work because I've always got kind of issues with technical things. But if you want to call in, the phone number is 507-4000-PAM. So if you want to call in, 507-4000-PAM, I should be getting live phone calls. But so far, nobody has called. Actually, well, no, Mary A. Bear called a couple days, on the first one, but she left a message. For some reason, I didn't get the call, I think, or something. I don't know. So we're always trying to work things out because I'm kind of new at this. But so anyway, so I hope you guys all had a great week. I'm so excited because next week is Christmas, and we're going to eat all the foods that we're going to talk about today. Next week, I'm just going to let you know ahead of time because most of you are going to drop off at the end of the show. It's a 30-minute show. Next week, we're not going to have Pam I Am Podcast because it's Christmas Day, and then we want everybody to spend time with their families, not with me. And but we'll probably have like a pop-up podcast in New York City next week because me and Emily are going to go to New York City for her birthday. So that'll be super fun. But then we'll be back on New Year's Day or New Year's night at 9 p.m. on New Year's Day. So please tune back in on that day, and I'll post stuff on Facebook because I always let everybody know. So how many people do we have with us tonight?
14.
14! Yay, 14 people! Thank you for joining me. I bet Trina's one of them, and maybe Tiffany, and anybody else that I can think of. Maybe Mary, and maybe Chrissy. I don't know. Those are some of the names that I know have been tuning in before. So let's talk about food. Who wants to talk about food? I wish I was like a radio show and you had like one of those buttons you can like push buttons and they would have like play cool music and stuff like that. But alas, it's just me. I don't have any fancy.
I can probably download a soundboard on my phone.
You should be like, but don't boom. No, not right now. You make the camera too shaky when you do that. We got to fix our we got to figure out what's going on with the tripod thing because it worked last week. Last week we had it turned sideways and it worked fine.
Steve said you didn't guess me.
Steve Stahl? Steve Steve Alprin.
Yeah.
Is it Steve Alprin? Steve, I am so glad that you tuned in today because we're talking about food and you're one of my Jewish friends and I was like, we need to have a Jewish person to talk about Jewish food for Hanukkah or whatever. So I am so glad. Okay, so you need to type in on your app or whatever and type in what your favorite holiday food is because last week I was talking about holiday traditions and I was hoping you were listening because I wanted to hear about Jewish holiday traditions and you didn't. So I'm so excited that you tuned in, Steve. Oh, that's so cool. Steve Stahl is going to take us in New York and do like a tour and stuff. So that's really exciting. Anyway, that's like between me and Steve. So let's talk about, me, I'm a spaz. So, let's talk about our favorite holiday foods. Emily, do you have a favorite holiday food?
Yes.
Yeah?
Spice balls.
Spice balls. Did we talk about spice balls last week?
No.
So, spice balls. Okay, so let me tell you, this one girl at church, this was like 10 years ago or maybe 15 years. This is when the kids were little. 10 or 15 years ago, she came to church and she brought this platter of food. And one of them had like these, and this is before cake pops and all that was popular. Like nobody really knew what cake pops were at that time. Now everybody has cake pops and stuff. But she had these little spice balls, or these little balls of like they were like candy coated, whatever. So I was like, ate one. It changed my life. Okay, it was the most delicious thing. It was, oh my gosh, it was so good. So I asked her for the recipe. She gave me the recipe. I've been making spice balls ever since. And they're my favorite thing. Now, I don't care if anybody else likes them. I like them, and so I make them in batches and batches and batches and batches. And that's what I actually have on my shirt right now because I was just dipping just now, and I've got like flour or something and drips. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to change and get all fixed up. So, anyway, spice balls. So what it is, okay? And if somebody says any comments or anything, you can raise your hand and let me know, Emily. But what it is it's spice cake, like just regular box spice cake you get at the store. You cook it, and then you mix it with a tub of cream cheese, and you kind of like get it all, it's gooky everywhere. Hold on. And it's all gooky and stuff. And then you roll it into balls, and then you freeze it, and then you dip it in almond bark or candy coating, whatever, and then you sprinkle little sprinkles on it. That's it. and then you're doing this all day. And then you're getting really, really fat. Yes, Emily. Tiffany Burke's back.
My mom's baklava is the best.
Oh, Tiffany, are you Greek? Or is that just your mom's really good baklava? I'm Greek. Did you know that? My great-grandmother came to Ellis Island in the 1900s when they did that whole immigration thing, and she would make really good Greek food. And she would say, we called her Yaya. Her name was Evdokia Kyriakopoulos. That was her name. And her daughter was Mary Kyriakopoulos, and that's my grandma. And we called her Yaya. And Yaya would make really great Greek food. And she would say, eat, eat. And then she said, you're too fat. Eat, eat. So we got really conflicted as children. What else does someone say?
Shelly says hot cocoa and whipped cream and cinnamon.
Wait, I got that one earlier. Who was that? Was that Shelly? Shelly, are you live? Shelly Morris?
Mm-hmm.
She said that online too. Let me read a couple more things that people say, because I wanted to find out what a couple of these things mean. So Jennifer Dickerson said ham, mashed potatoes, and haystack cookies. What is haystack cookies? Emily, are you looking it up?
This is really
Are
hard
you going to be able to do it?
I'm holding it and then I have to
Sorry, you have to do it. All right, well, if anybody wants to write in what is haystack cookies, because I don't know what they are, but anything that says cookies at the end sounds really good to me. Jamie Youngblood says sausage balls. I know my family really loves sausage balls. I'm not a huge fan, but I don't really like a lot of greasy food, and I don't really love sausage that much, but my family loves sausage balls. Daryl Locklear says potato candy. That's another one. What is potato candy?
Wait,
What were you about to say?
Oh, Tiffany says, no, not Greek.
Oh, Tiffany's not Greek.
But her best friend is, and her Yaya taught her along with a lot of Greek food, and I had no idea.
So you're going to have me over with your friend so I can eat some really good, authentic Greek food, because it's been a long time. Let's see. So haystack cookies and potato candy.
Haystack cookies are a mix of peanut butter, butterscotch chips, cocktail peanuts, and
I'm imagining
chow mein noodles.
Oh, okay.
They
I think
look
I've
like
had
this.
those before. Yeah. I think, well, can you turn it around and show it?
Sure. This is what they look like.
This is what they look like. Okay, let's see what other people are saying. Let's see.
Somebody, I think it was Shelly, says that avalanche cookies are yummy too.
What's that? You guys are like opening my world to these new cookies. I need to know what they are. What's an avalanche cookie? And we got to figure out what was it? Potato candy. I don't know what potato candy is. All right, and let's see. Alicia Lee likes sugar cookies. We all love sugar cookies. Although, we make sugar cookies for Santa Claus on Christmas night, right before, on Christmas Eve. You know, we make our Christmas cookies. We read the scriptures, the Christmas story, and we leave the sugar cookies out for Santa. I say this year we leave some Tonight Dough Ben & Jerry's for Santa. I think Santa would really love some Tonight Dough Ben & Jerry's instead of the sugar cookies. Just saying. Okay. Trina Campbell says chicken dressing, which I think Granny, she makes chicken dressing. Does she make that? She makes that for Thanksgiving. Dressing?
Yeah.
Does she make it for Christmas?
I don't think she
Not
makes
for
it
Christmas, but I love her
then
dressing.
Amanda Woodall said Hawaiian cookies.
Emily, you're just gonna. We need to have like a producer who's gonna
This is really hard.
If you had the tripod working, you wouldn't have to. We'll have to figure out a vertical tripod thing. We'll figure something out. We'll rig it up next time. Okay. So did you ever figure out what potato candy is?
Who are you asking me?
You. Or
I know,
anybody.
I'm still working on the avalanche.
She's like Emily's like this between the two phones.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Hanukkah food is all fried.
Fried.
Latkes?
Someone else said that too. So,
and
hold on.
jelly donuts.
Someone else said latkes, and I don't know what that is. So you have to explain it. Who said it? Somebody.
Steve.
No, there was yes, I know, but there was somebody else on here on Facebook who TJ Lane. He's also from CNN. He wrote turkey with gravy, which let me just say, you can't have turkey without gravy, and you can't have mashed potatoes without gravy. So Hannah was doing this poll at her school, gravy or no gravy, and did she say it was 50-50?
She said that no gravy actually won. Okay.
I'm not too excited about that.
Oh.
You have to have gravy. Gravy
sorry.
goes all over everything. Gravy goes on your turkey and your mashed potatoes and your dressing and make you don't mix it up. but the gravy goes over everything, so that everything kind of has its own flavor, but a little bit of the same gravy. You can't have Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner without gravy. Okay. So anyway, turkey gravy and latkes. So what's latkes?
Hold on.
Am I saying it wrong?
Hold on.
Latkes.
Somebody said that it's potatoes.
Potato candy is potatoes?
So, Shelly says avalanche cookies are Rice Krispies mixed with peanut butter, melted white chocolate bark, marshmallows, and mini chocolate chips all mixed together in delicious goodness.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Tara Wilburn said...
She's another photographer.
My mom made potato candy when I was growing up.
Okay, what is it?
And latkes are potato pancakes with onions.
So potato pancakes with onions. So it's not something sweet. That's
a latke.
Latke. That sounds good. If you're not expecting something, because I guess it's not. It's like a dinner food.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta try that. You know, I had bagels and lox for the first time a few months ago. My husband brought them home from someone at his work, and it sounds weird. It's I guess it's a traditional Jewish food. It's bagels with cream cheese and smoked salmon, and you're thinking what? And I think it had onions, caramelized onions, and it was like. What? It was the most delicious thing ever. Like, I never thought I would like it. It was so good. Yes?
So, we have a...
Who's we?
Us.
Oh, us?
We have a pronunciation error.
Oh.
It's latkes.
Latkes. Okay, yes. Who's correcting?
Steve.
I was saying latkes. I don't know.
Says it's a shredded potato with onion, like a hash brown patty.
Ooh, I like hash browns.
Latkes.
Latkes.
Latkes. That's what it says. He said.
Thank you for the correction. I'm all red now.
He said LAT-kiss.
LAT-kiss. Latkes. Okay, latkes. Yeah, it was TJ that said that. I knew I read it and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Usually eat latkes, got it, with sour cream and or applesauce.
Oh. I'm not a fan of sour cream, but applesauce could be interesting.
And we have a potato candy thing.
Yeah, what's potato candy? I love that people are helping me with this vocabulary.
Potato candy is a traditional Philadelphia confection.
Really? Is it only Philadelphia?
That despite its name is not from Ireland, and does not usually contain any potato. The candies have coconut cream inside and are rolled in cinnamon on the outside, resulting in an appearance of a reminiscent of small potatoes. Did you know that potatoes aren't actually originally from Ireland?
Where are they from?
South America.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is that an Emily fact?
They went to South America and then they went to Ireland, and then during the plague, or not the plague, the famine, they came back to America.
Oh.
So.
Wow.
Fun fact of the day.
Getting educated. All right, let's see what else other people are writing.
Mint chocolate chip cookies, Santa approved.
Telling you, tonight dough, Ben & Jerry's, right next to the fire. Santa's gonna love it.
There's also another potato candy that is made with potatoes.
Oh, so there's two different kinds?
I guess.
Okay. Trina loves her grandmother's mac and cheese, cornbread sage dressing. That sounds really good. Aunt April makes some killer mac and cheese, and she did not come to Thanksgiving this year because I think she went to her parents up in North Georgia. So we had no mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, and I was very disappointed. Hey, Emily. Oh, I have one viewer on my YouTube. I've got, oh boy. Okay, so my one viewer on YouTube, it might be Trina, I'm not sure. My iPad is dying. I have 5% left and I'm plugged into the wall, but it's still not, I think it's not going to survive. So I'm going to try to upload. Oh, they left. They're like, yeah, forget it. And they clicked off. So There you go. So I'm probably going to try to upload my Facebook Live onto my YouTube Live or try to figure something out because, yeah. I did not charge my iPad, and it has 5 left.
Maybe it wasn't Trina, and they got it.
Maybe they were like, I'm not Trina. Click. That's right. You're probably right. Let's see. Turkey gravy. My grandmother's sour cream pound cake. We just need to have a moment of silence for that. Okay, thank you. Granny's rolls. Let's talk about rolls, shall we?
So bad.
All right, so I don't know where I was, but somebody told me that Rhodes rolls are the best rolls for whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I got this, and I'm not a bad cook. I cook things pretty well. I can bake. I'm okay. Yes, Emily.
Lance Harden says mac and cheese with bacon. ... Loaded Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Brussels sprouts, really? All right. I don't know about the Brussels sprouts, but I do sound the mac and cheese with the bacon sounds really good. But I've never, my mom didn't like Brussels sprouts, so I never had to eat them as a kid. So I think I tried them once, and I was kind of like, baby cabbages. It just wasn't my thing. But I think it's because I didn't grow up with it. I think if I had grown up with it, maybe I would like it. I don't know. Let's go back to Rhodes Rolls. Okay, so Rhodes Rolls, RHODES. I should get like some kind of like sponsorship kind of money or something for this, but they're like in an orange bag in the freezer section at the grocery store, and they come in little balls. They have little balls, and then you put them in your pan and you let them rise, and then you bake them, right? And so sometimes I get overzealous and I let them rise for a little bit too long. So they end up being like this big, and then they're like completely empty in the middle. And then one year I didn't let them rise enough, and then they were like hard as a rock. Didn't you guys throw them or something? Yeah.
And then every other year she burns them.
And then one year I burnt them, and it was great because this year I did them right.
You didn't even do them.
I got them ready. The only thing that Hannah did was stick them in the oven. I'm the one that did all the prep work, so I get credit. So anyway, I did them good this year. And so one of the cousins, he was like, what did he say? He said something like,
he said that
the rolls
there's less rolls than there usually are. And then another one went, yeah, because they were good this year.
Because they weren't burnt like they were last year. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. All right. Let's see what else somebody wrote. Meatball subs.
Me.
Now, I'm from Connecticut. Anybody on here from Connecticut? We call them grinders. Meatball grinder. Has anybody ever heard that term? Okay, so a meatball grinder is basically a meatball sub. But they're different because in Connecticut, a grinder is like grinding, and that's why it's so good. And one time, I went visiting somewhere. I was at a sandwich shop, and I said, can I get a meatball grinder? And they're like, we don't sell those here. And I'm like, somebody just had it. So anyway, a meatball sub and a meatball grinder. That is one of my favorite sandwiches, is a meatball grinder / sub. But for holiday, I guess that's his tradition. It says Christopher Bird said that's his tradition. Yes, Emily.
Okay. So Amanda Rhodes says not Amanda Rhodes.
Her name is not Amanda Rhodes, but she's talking about Rhodes Rolls.
Amanda Woodall.
Okay.
Sorry. Says that Rhodes dinner rolls make the best monkey bread.
Oh yeah, I've done that before. I don't know. I did them I made monkey bread with
so shaky
biscuits.
I'm
I know.
so
Sorry. I apologize.
I'm sorry. And then Shelly has another potato candy recipe.
Oh, so there's more than two? There's like 3 or 4? Wow.
Well, no, this is the second one. She says,
that's the second one.
Combine mashed potatoes, milk, vanilla extract, and salt in a bowl. Stir confectioner sugar into potato mixture until a dough consistency is reached. Roll out, spread peanut butter on dough, and roll up like.
Are we getting like the full recipe, Emily?
And then cut into small pieces. That's it.
Okay, that sounds really good. You know what's funny? This is totally off the topic because it sounds like something you would never do, but it sounded really good, right? You know what's funny is I used to love cannolis. Again, I'm part Greek, although that's an Italian food. But I do have an Italian uncle. Anyway, I love cannolis. Cannolis. Oh, my goodness. I love cannolis. I had no idea that it's just ricotta cheese. And, well, it's mixed with sugar, powdered sugar and stuff. But I had no idea that's what it was. It's like you'd never think that's ricotta cheese, but it's so good. Ooh, cannolis. Okay, fruitcake. I don't get fruitcake. This is Erin Jones. She says, I mean, I know it's a tradition. What is fruitcake? And I've never had it. Maybe I have, and I just, like, blocked it out. Cause
I've had it.
Have you had it?
It's not good.
Well, I hear that it's not great, but everybody talks about fruitcake on Christmas or whatever holiday. Why? Like, what is it about fruitcake?
If it was, like, real fruit, it'd be fine, but it's, like, these weird
It's, like, dried up
fruits.
fruit.
It's really
and it's
weird.
It's, like, is it chewy? Like, rubbery?
Yeah.
Rubbery?
Weird.
Okay, yeah, I don't get fruitcake. George Tate, he's my friend from Utah. He said his mom used to make the world's best peanut butter. Oh, that's what Granny does. Every Christmas, my husband's mama will get like a big old bag or a box of peanuts. Like my husband the other day, he's like, hey, I need to go to the store and get some peanuts. I was like, why? Because he needs a peanut brittle because his mom's going to make peanut. She makes peanut brittle and he goes over. She literally texted him a picture of the peanut brittle. He was over there in like 10 minutes. Her peanut brittle's really great. We love it. My mom loves the peanut. Everybody loves her peanut brittle. It's really good. Let's see. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'll finish up what he wrote, though. George Tate. Best peanut brittle. I always was the last in the family to make it home for the holidays because he's working. So she would hide some for him. just for him. Oh, that's so sweet. Teresa Anderson, fudge, fudge, fudge. Yeah, you know what? That was not on my list, was fudge. Fudge is good. I like some fudge. My husband loves fudge. Peanut butter balls, also known as Buckeyes. Doesn't Hannah like Buckeyes?
That's me.
Oh, you like Buckeyes. Them. See, I'm not a huge Buckeye fan.
I like them so much.
Okay, so I have a couple more things that I wanted to mention. We only have like 5 minutes or so left. But yes,
I'm so shaky. Shelly says gingerbread with royal icing. It's it's best with a huge glass of milk.
Oh, see, I make the gingerbread cookies, and we might nibble on some of the dough, or we might make a couple extra. I meant to say house, not cookies. We'll make a gingerbread house, and then we make some extra cookies on the side, and so we'll eat them. But we're not hey, let's make gingerbread cookies and eat them. We usually just. It's like the side cookie from the gingerbread house is usually what we do.
I wish we ate them.
Yeah? I usually make gingerbread house or cookies with caro syrup because I don't really like molasses. And I put my gingerbread house together with hot glue. Yeah, I said it. I'm a cheater. That's what I do because my gingerbread house could never stay together. All right. Let's see. So 1 year for Thanksgiving, my mom and I did an experiment because it was just her, me, and my sister. And we thought, we're Asian. Why don't we, it's just us. It's fine. We had sushi for Thanksgiving dinner once. We thought it would be a good idea. And it was really delicious when we had it. But then afterwards, we're kind of like, we really miss the Thanksgiving turkey, leftover turkey sandwiches, and so it was kind of a bummer. So we never did it again. My sister was really mad. But so we did that. And then for Christmas, sometimes my mom and I would go out and eat Chinese food on Christmas Day because it was just her and me. There was no other family. It was just her and me. And, Chinese restaurants are always open on Christmas Day. So if you didn't know that, fun fact, Chinese restaurants are always open on Christmas Day. So
the second fun fact of the day.
The second fun fact of the day. Hey, we only have 5 minutes left. If you want to call in, the number's 507-4000. Pam, one of these days, we're going to get a call, Emily. One of these days, we'll get a call.
You should, bribe them.
I know, right? If you call, you'll get a grand prize of...
Spice balls.
Spice balls! That's right. I don't know. Can you even see my turkey wallpaper?
I'm slowly going to move.
Trying to make it look, welcoming and homey. All right, let's see. I wanted to mention. Oh, okay. So, I was gonna talk about Christmas, where one time. Okay, so it was always just me and my mom. We'd eat Chinese food and stuff. But when I went off to college, I didn't come home for Christmas because I was always working. I was working at the same place that George Tate was working. We always worked on Christmas because we worked at a TV station, and TV stations are always on 24 hours, 7 days a week. So anyway, I wouldn't go home. I'd stay for work. And, but it was great because I worked all the hours that everybody else was going home, so I got lots of hours, so it was good. But anyway, so I got invited to this family for Christmas dinner. And it was the most beautiful Christmas dinner I'd ever been to. It was their house was so beautiful. And I mean, I grew up in a nice place. And I mean, it was okay. I mean, I didn't grow up in a dump or anything. But this place was just beautiful. Their living room and dining room. It was just, I felt like I was in a cocktail party in the movies, And then I sat down for the dinner and everything was plated so beautifully and the table were so decorated. And it was just the best. And I remember their cranberry sauce because my cranberry sauce was always out of a can. And you open up the can, you'd you got that shape of it. Did you like that sound? You did. That was good. It was a good sound, right? You want to do it again? That made me choke. All right, so anyway, yeah, I should have done it the second time. So anyway, and it comes out in that firm, and then you kind of slice it. Yeah, that's how I had cranberry sauce growing up. But I got to her house, and it was real cranberries, with real cranberry sauce. I said, after that, I'm never doing canned again. Never again. Never having canned cranberry sauce ever again. So now Emily's job is to make the cranberry sauce from scratch. And we always buy the cranberries and it's so fun because they pop and it's so good. But anyway, and then they had these chocolates. It was just it just felt so, and it was funny because I had no family there. It was just me. They invited me over because they knew I was a student and I didn't have any family. And it was just amazing Christmas dinner. And there was one time I went to California for Thanksgiving, and they invited me over because, again, I was kind of on my own and I didn't have anybody anywhere to go. And so I went to California just with a good friend of mine, And I think his dad had like some kind of like what do you call it, blood pressure issues or something, because there was no salt in any of that food. Like no salt. There was no salt. I mean, I poured gravy on that food, no salt. It was different. So, but like I said, like someone told me, you can't complain. At least you got food. At least you got to spend time with somebody's family. So that was really